Okay. State your name and your address.
Bertha Odom, 2913 Judson Street.
Okay. How long have you lived at that address?
About 34, 35 years.
How many people make up your household?
Now?
Yes, ma'am. You can say.
Just 2.
Okay. How many people made it up before?
Well, it was me and my 3 kids, and then I got married.
Okay. So of those household members, what are some of the health problems they suffer with?
Well,
Go ahead.
my husband suffered with sinus, and I suffer with sinus. I'm on medication I have to put up in my nose every so often, and my husband lost his vision in one of his eyes, and he got blurred vision in the other one, and his name is Calumet Odom, and I have a son which died a year ago, and he was a diabetic, and he had some other ailments going on medically that I'm not for sure all the things that was going on with him, but he died last year. His name was Darren Hall. And then I got a son, James Hall, and I got a daughter, Angela Hall, Richardson now, and she has problems just visiting. She can't visit my house long. Don't you start breaking out with a sweat, and when she would come home from college, she couldn't stay. She would have to spend the night somewhere else because it was something about, I guess the smell was in the wall or something, because I also had a friend who came to visit me, and she was asking me what was that odor. She said I was cooking chitlins or something, but I wasn't cooking anything. So later I got to thinking, I said evidently the smell is in my walls, and we have smelled odors for so long until we become immune to it. So it's like it don't bother us, but when somebody else comes to the house, then it does. So I bought the air freshener, the electrical one, potpourri, where you put the potpourri in it.
Yes, ma'am.
And I used one in my front and one in my back, so it's better for her now. But she always get break out and get hot, and she just had to leave. And that's been ever since she was going to college in '97, and even now, you know, if we don't have something to overpower whatever it is that's in the house, and everything in the walls and your clothes and everything, that smell. And I think that's about it. That's the only other person other than my grandbaby. I had a grandbaby who used to live with me when she was first born, and she has problems. She can't hold certain things. She had problems in her hand. She can't hold things in her hand. She had a problem with her feet, and she was like two years, more than 2 years before she could even walk or talk. And so now she's living with her mother, and we've had different type of other things going on, but we don't know whether it's related or not. But right now I have to take a nose inhaler. I have to put in my nose. It's like $40-something that I have to get per month to put up in your nose. So since I've been using that, my husband, he also uses it, because he was using that, giving him another prescription, but it wasn't working as well as the one that I'm on right now.
Okay. So so those are the medications that you're taking?
No, I've got numerous of medication. Both of us some blood pressure medicine now. That's been within the last few years, and I'm taking other medication, and so is he. And medication he had to put in his eye. But I don't have all the medication I'm taking.
Okay. So is there anything that has changed about the refinery or community since you first moved there?
Yeah, the houses are decaying, and I had a garage that was in the back of my yard, and that garage just one day just collapsed. And then in the summertime, you can go walk out in front and it's all kind of different little stuff on it. Gets on your car, it gets stuck, and you know, you have to wash your car consistently. If not, it'll take the paint off of it.
Okay. So, basically, has it gotten better or worse, you think?
No, a whole lot worse. A whole lot worse.
Do you feel that the children that you have, like your grandchildren and everything, are able to play outside safely?
Well, I feel like that being in that environment is not good, period. Not for children nor for adults, because the environment in which we live in this neighborhood as a whole, is really not good. I can go out of town. My husband and I, we go out of town. I don't have to worry about, I don't even have a problem. The atmosphere, the air is so fresh. And when we go out of town, I don't have this phlegm. I keep having a phlegm that settles in my throat and it keeps me coughing. Sometimes it gets so bad I have to go to the doctor and get a shot. And it's just like a thick mucus. And then sometimes it keeps me from sleeping. I'm not a person that I can lay down and sleep all through the night. I get up when it gets in your throat, it's like it's choking you. And then I have to get up and go to the bathroom, and then what I do, I would gargle my mouth out, and then I had some spray that the doctor gave me that was made up by the pharmacy that I use when it gets like that.
So how is this about your children playing outside safely? How is it different from what you envisioned from them being able to play outside? Like how would you think they would be able to play outside rather than how it is right now?
Well, it would be totally different. I mean, you would feel comfortable, but with the atmosphere, the way it is now, you know, I really would rather them not visit me as much. But right now, since I've been down, they visit me more. Most of the time, I used to go where my daughter can live and visit with them. But now it's, you know, they do more visiting than what they used to.
Okay. So do you feel like this is a normal quality of life?
No, it's not. And not only that, my oldest grandbaby, I don't know, she has a problem with her skin. She has to be careful. She can't use soap. She can't use any kind of chemical, no fragrance, none of that. And she's only 8 years old. And she's always getting an infection. So she has to go to the doctor a lot. So basically, she takes baths in just plain water, unless we can find this called no fragrance, no odor, no kind of preservatives, and it just has to be just plain soap for sensitive skin.
Okay. So do you ever notice any odors coming from the refinery?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Like, what kind of odors do you like smell?
Foul odors, and not only just odors, sounds that comes from there. Wake you up at night, you sleep, and then you hear all this blasting, and then you got this film that you smell. It's in the air, and basically you can just about say all the time you're gonna smell something.
What does it smell like? Can you describe it?
Well, it's kind of, to me, it's foul. It's like, sometimes it smells like something is burning, you know, like a rubbish or something that's burning. And sometimes you go through that, it smells like something, I wouldn't say as foul as a rotten egg, but the odor is, you know, you can smell it when you drive down Midway and it comes up through the car. You can even smell it if you just drive through sometime.
So how often do you smell this and hear the noises and everything?
Well, I never really monitored it, but it's from time to time that you can hear the booming and the noise going on over there. It's from time to time. And as far as the odor, once you become immune to it, the only way you can tell the difference is like if the odor change, you can tell that there's a different smell. But basically, it's an odor basically all the time.
So does this odor have any effect on you, such as like your eyes may burn, nose, you know?
Yeah, your eyes burn, and like I said, keep a flame, like a flame in my throat, and it's like a little thick something. Then 2 occasions I had to go to the doctor, and they had to open my throat up. I got a problem with my esophagus. They had to go in and open it up. So, and that's the reality. I'm supposed to be going to a gastrology doctor on a regular basis, but since I had not been working, I hadn't been in a while.
So does it have any effect on your day-to-day basis, like your life? Like, does it stop you from doing any activities that you like to do or anything like that?
Well, you would like to, when you go down and lay down and go to sleep, you would like for it to be that you can sleep peaceful. But with the fumes and stuff, the little mucus stuff that comes into your throat, well, then it's hard to, and then I don't ever know when I'm going to all of a sudden get this attack. And I do have it. Sometimes it's not as severe as others. I just have to kind of gasp for breath. But sometimes it gets so my throat will collapse, and I have to go and have it open up.
Okay.
It's a procedure that has to be done, and if I don't get it done, what happens, you can literally die from it.
Okay. So if you could speak to a Calumet official, what would you tell or ask them?
Well, in actual reality, I would have liked for them, if they can't move, relocate the people in this area, because at this time, I don't think this is an area anyway for raising children, especially young children, because there's so many kids that are born in this area with all type of medical problems.
Okay. So do you feel that they are sensitive to the plight of the community members?
What is sensitive?
Do you feel that they're like, they care about like the members in the community?
Well, I think that they are trying to make amends, but they could have come to a better resolve sooner than what it is now, because a lot of people have died out. My son, for one, he was 41 years old, and there are other people who have family members who suffered from it. So I feel like that if they had taken notice and it had not gone as far as it's gone now, then some of the problem issues would have been resolved by now. And it is yet to be resolved. We're just in the process, but I feel like if it was been a little bit more taken more serious, a lot of people would not be confronting all the medical issues that they have.
Okay. Is there like a certain incident dealing with the refinery with Calumet that you like remember?
Yeah, there are several times that I've gone through there and they've had fire department. On one occasion, I took some pictures and I gave them, then I gave them to you, Miss, and gave them to Miss White, and had her to go down and see how it was just covered. Fire department was there because the blaze was so high, and it's you know, up, and you could smell it. And then even out midway where I work, you still can smell it out midway on, you know, where I work at on Mansfield Road. You can even smell it, and you can see, and then you can hear.
So what would you say to someone looking forward to moving into the community surrounding Calumet?
Well, in actual reality, I would not suggest it, because there are other places that are better areas outside. A factory environment of this kind is not really a good place for to be living, because it is dangerous. Anything could happen, you know, it could explode, you know what I'm saying? So people's lives are always in danger when you're around a factory.
So how did you hear about basically Residents for Air Neutralization? How did you hear about this organization?
Well, I talked to Miss Bertha White, and we was talking about the issue, and she let me know about things that they were doing. So then I started coming to the various meetings, and then I got involved.
Okay. So do you feel that they are doing a good job in bringing the issues of the community to the forefront?
Like the Grant Association? Yes, very good. They have been laboring long, and it's been very costly. It's been a lot of investment, and they keep us informed about everything going on. We get printouts of showing how the plant is being operated, showing how violation has been going on, and how they've also been penalized for various violations because of they stepped over bounds. So we are always aware of what's going on, and we're always having meetings and trying to find solution to the issues, you know, and various people have come in and spoke to us, and we met with them, and they've shared with us different things that they can do to make it better for us, you know, but it's still an issue.
Okay. What do you think that can be done to basically better this community?
Well, in actual reality, the best thing would be that if they could make some kind of arrangement, just turn it in the factory area and just allow the people to relocate. Or they can find a place where it's not within a community. And that way we would be exposed to them, you know, in the films, and the children can grow up in a decent neighborhood, but the neighborhood need repair. Most of the houses in this area have actually just depreciated.
Okay. So do you have any additional comments you would like to add?
Well, I would just like to say, if I had to have children all over again, the things that my kids went through and the things that I'm going through even now with health issues, I would not have moved here. And I feel like it's no more than fair. If they're going to live here, they need to fix it where the community can be livable. So if it's not, then they need to find a way to relocate people and put them in let them move in another area, and then they can expand all that they want to, just turn it into a factory area, because there is another factory down the street.
That's all you want to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, and thank you for your time, okay?
Okay, thank you.